What's up? What's up? Back live, Black and White Takes. It's been a little bit, but we're at that time of the year, boys, where I can't think of a better saying other than the cream rises to the top. We're going to figure out very soon, within the next few weeks,
Wow.
who is our Super Bowl 60 champion. But it all starts with getting to the dance. We have 14 teams left. We have 6 wild card weekend matchups to go through. If you guys have been watching the show, you know on all the picks we've given, it's been super competitive. We just finished a pick 'em contest separately from the show where we were all within one pick of each other. Shout out to Simi, he won. But nonetheless, we're going to give you guys talk about these games and give you guys picks. We're also going to talk a little bit about fantasy and kind of where we're ranking these quarterbacks. But there's a lot to talk about as a Steelers fan, and we'll get to that game on Monday night. But I'm feeling really good. Simi, I want to hear your reaction. John Harbaugh's out. Ravens aren't making the playoffs. Missed 40-yard field goal. What's your reaction, man?
Yeah, that was the game I was most locked into this weekend. And there was a reel that we posted. We definitely talked about this on a pod, but it was Zach Taylor and Harbaugh both predicted to get fired, and one is out. And I'm very surprised that Zach Taylor is still the head coach of the Bengals. But I'm actually really happy about Harbaugh being out. He made in my opinion, a crucial mistake by not trying to get the field goal closer at the end of the game on Sunday night, and obviously management has seen enough of their late game faltering. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I mean, talking about Zach Taylor, I'm pretty sure I saw the Bengals posted something that basically reaffirmed that they still have continued belief in him. The Bengals finished the year decent. I mean, there was the awful game against the Ravens where they lost 24-0, but we know they beat them a couple weeks before in Baltimore, which was awesome. And then obviously they faltered recently in the Week 18 game against the Browns. I sent this in the group chat, but apparently there was like 6 people left going into Week 18 in the Survivor $18 million contest for Circa. So if all 6 would have won, they would have all got $3 million each. And I guess 5 won. So shout out to them. But the one guy lost on the Bengals, which is just nauseating. So he missed out on $3 million. I wouldn't know where to start. But anyways, Jace, what's your reaction? Are you kind of down in the dumps that the Bengals are sticking with Zach Taylor, or how are we feeling?
I mean, yeah, I'm not happy about it. Can't confirm that. No, I thought it was interesting. Like almost, dude. I don't know. Have you ever seen a division where every coach was on their job was on the line going into the last week of the season? I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess Zach Taylor wasn't, but I mean, he should be the number one candidate for coach being, on the line. But yeah, I think that's kind of wild. Literally all 4 teams. I mean, right? Like, I think you guys shared that picture today where if the field goal is good, Tomlin's getting fired. Miss left, miss right, Harbaugh's gone. So, and then we know what happened with Stefanski. So, I mean, it's just kind of a fiasco that we got going on in the AFC North. But I mean, I will say the Zach Taylor situation, obviously the defense, has been bad for the past, I would say, really 2.5 years. But even this year, Joe Burrow was 5-3 as a starter this year. And that's easy, I guess, for management to look forward to, especially since I heard they had that secret extension that never went public. I guess they're just going to give him another year and hope Joe Burrow stays healthy. I mean, at the end of the day, I saw when you're paying, he said, I think when your number one paid player on defense and offense is out for majority of the year. But I mean, how many times are we going to go through this? That's kind of the exhausting thing as a Bengals fan. It's like, I get the excuses, but there's always an excuse. At some point, it falls onto the head coach. And to be frank, it falls on Joe Burrow as well. So you got to stay healthy. And, the head coach has to make some decisions and start producing some wins. So I'm exhausted.
Yeah, definitely. Well said. It seems like, with a lot of these coaches, I actually didn't think Harbaugh was going to get fired. I know it was kind of like said, but I thought that was all just talk. And I actually don't think, I think even if the Steelers lost, they definitely don't fire Tomlin. I mean, it would have been maybe one more year. I don't know, but it's the Steelers are like they just do not move off coaches. It's kind of crazy.
It's good.
Yeah, no, it is good, but I just think with like Zach Taylor though, it's like it is what's obviously keeping him his job thus far is the fact that he did make it to a Super Bowl and back-to-back AFC championships, which I know, like, you don't really get much hardware out of that. You do get an AFC championship trophy. But I think that's what it's still riding off of, the fact that they were able to make it and were like, what, a touchdown away from a Super Bowl.
And what he controls, right? Like he controls the offense. And when Joe Burrow is out there, but is that a credit to Zach Taylor or a credit to how good Joe Burrow actually is when he's on the field? So it's a question we haven't seen. Well, I don't know. Joe Flacco put up some numbers too, but at the end of the day, we've talked about this. Your job as a head coach is ultimately to win, and if you can't keep your quarterback healthy, you can't give him the right protections to keep him safe from getting hit. He's constantly, in and out of the lineup because he's hurt. You got to make some decisions, and I think over the past 3 years, he's shown he's not really capable of that. And as a Bengals fan, I'm getting exhausted. We got to keep Joe Burrow on the field, and we need to start producing wins. Get back. I don't know. I don't know if it's as much as the AFC championships or going to that game and going to the Super Bowl, or if it's more so just uncertainty with Joe Burrow being out. I think they see the highlights and the production when he's on the field, and I think they just want to keep it consistent for him and for the offense. And they're kind of staying with the status quo, hoping it pays out. But we'll see. I'm not sure it will. I don't actually. It won't.
Dude, rinse and repeat. I think I said this in the group chat. They just keep doing the same thing, expecting the result to change. And this is going to be year 8 of Zach Tayller, and his seat's going to be piping hot now. So I mean, if it starts out, if it starts out slow, I don't see how they can continue. And he kept all of his staff. I saw. I'm not sure if that was completely accurate, but I don't like Zach Taylor at all.
As a fan, I don't want to stick on this too much, but as a fan, I don't think it's necessarily negative keeping all the staff. If you're going to keep Zach Taylor, I think you kind of have to bring the whole staff back and just run it back and then clean house if next year goes anything like the past 2 years have gone.
Yeah.
Which it will. So whatever. I'm embracing for it.
Yeah. No, I mean, time will tell. Time will tell. We'll see what the Bengals decide to do after next season and 4 years of not making the playoffs. I mean, come on, man. But anyways, let's talk about Wild Card Weekend. So I got to be honest, this is actually, and I think I say this every year, maybe just to myself at least, but this is one of my favorite sports weekends. I mean, obviously, you've got like the beginning of March Madness, which is crazy and hype as well.
Second to none, baby.
Yeah. And then, but like right behind that, kind of up there is Wild Card Weekend, at least for me as an NFL fan. It's just because like you're getting, especially now since they've expanded it to 7 teams, because it used to be seed 1 and 2 in each conference got a bye, and there were just 4 games. Now we have 6 games over the weekend and also 1 on Monday night. So we've got 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then 1 on Monday night. There's not really much more you can ask for if you're a fan of the NFL. This first game is a trip though, but let's talk about it. So we've got Saturday, 4:30 p.m. The Los Angeles Rams, who are the 5 seed, are going to Carolina, who, believe it or not, I mean, I even said in the group chat, I thought the Bucks won the division. I was confused. I wasn't really tracking all of the scenarios with Atlanta winning. Hey, I'm just being honest. I was prepared mentally for my Steelers game. I wasn't thinking about the NFC South, but it's crazy. The Panthers finished the season 8-9, and they're hosting a playoff game like at home, which is insane. They have a losing record. I think they are the first team ever to not win a game as a favorite and make the playoffs, which is insane when you actually think about it. But anyways, another historic thing too is we've never had this high, a double-digit dog at home first round of the playoffs, or any round of the playoffs we've never had. So yeah, the Panthers are plus 10.5 in most places. And I do have to point out before I get your guys' sides on this, obviously, this game didn't happen too long ago. I think it might have been week 13, week 12, something like that. The Rams came to Carolina. They were favored by 13.5 points. What happened? Bryce Young won outright. And is anybody expecting that again? No. I think that this is like the definition of the Rams are going to win. But at 10.5, I don't know. Someone talked me off of Carolina. Simi, what do you think?
Yeah, that was week 13. I want to say I bet the Rams that week, so that was a gross result for a heavy favorite. But yeah, I could only look really to the Panthers here. I think they should be able to pass the ball, run the ball with Dowdle and Chuba. I'm not. I guess I was more impressed with the Rams defense a couple weeks ago, and now I don't think so highly of them. So this could be. I haven't looked at a total, but this could be a high scoring, not really a shootout, but high scoring type game. I wouldn't lay 10.5 with the Rams. I don't think I wouldn't be comfortable at all with that.
Yeah, and it looks like Devontae Adams should be coming back. The total's at 46.5. Jace, what do you think?
Oh man, I'd probably lean the Panthers here. Um, and then I mean, I guess I'll leave it at that. I'll lean Panthers at plus 10.5 at home. First time back in the playoffs in a while. Um, yeah, not much to it, but I do like the future of the Rams, especially coming out of this side and the way it kind of felt. Like, what a easier, like, could the Rams have gotten an easier draw? I mean, they made Sam Darnold look like ghost. So if they go into Carolina, beat Carolina, they got the Seahawks, which they have kind of really bothered Sam Darnold. And then we know the Eagles have to play either the Bears, who they've lost to, or I mean, assuming they beat the 49ers, which could be a tough matchup for the Eagles as well. So I know I'm getting ahead with the future of the Rams, but yeah, I like Carolina plus 10.5 this week.
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point, and I do want to talk about some of the paths for these teams, because ultimately that's going to be our decider on, if we do see value on any of these Super Bowl futures. But okay, yeah, I mean, it seems like we all have a lean to the Panthers. I'll probably end up. Actually, I'm just going to stay away from this game personally, but yeah, definitely lean to the Panthers.
That's cap, CK.
Bro, I don't know. I need to lay off some of these games. Some of these lines are wild. All right, let's talk Saturday night, Amazon Prime Video. It is a NFC North battle. I heard on Sharper Square earlier, actually, that this is only the second. This will be the third time ever that these two teams have played in the playoffs against each other, which is crazy because this is the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Like, this has been almost like, what, 100-year rivalry, something crazy. Like, this goes all the way back to the beginning, the Bears and the Packers. But they rarely meet in the playoffs. It was once in 1942, and then in 2010, I guess Jay Cutler upset Aaron Rodgers or something. Right now, this number has moved a little bit. I see different books have different things. So I see like a +1 on the Bears, and the Bears are at home, a +1.5 on the Bears, and also a couple pick'ems out there, just depending on what book you look at. I'm in alignment with kind of I knew as soon as they lost the 49ers. I just feel like that was the end of the Bears for this year. So I can only look towards the Packers here, believe it or not. I'm just going to ride the trend of, and you guys will probably see this a lot as we talk about these games, of quarterbacks that are making their first playoff start versus a quarterback that has playoff experience. It's just a different game. It comes faster. And then, I mean, the other thing is the Packers clearly have the rest advantage. They rested their guys compared to the Bears, who are in a brawl with Detroit last week. So I feel good about this one. So the best number I could get is a pick 'em, basically Packers money line. Give them to me straight up. Jace, are you aligned, brother?
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm looking at ESPN right now. Yeah, I definitely have I'm seeing if okay. Yeah, no, I like the Packers this year, or in this game. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I like the Packers here. I don't trust Caleb Williams' first game in the playoffs, like you said. That's a great point. And honestly, though, I am impressed by Caleb, seeing how he started against Minnesota to the year he kind of finished up with. He answered some questions, so I mean, he's gonna have a chance, obviously, in this game. But I think LaFleur's pretty good in the wild card game. If I know they went into Dallas and handed them a
Oh
loss.
yeah,
So
they destroyed them. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that
and so
was crazy.
I think LaFleur in this game with a opponent that he is familiar with having kind of knowing going into last week he's in the playoffs, knowing this is gonna be a matchup he's familiar with. I lean LaFleur here at -1, or I mean, what did you say you took him as a pick 'em?
Basically, yeah, it's Packers -1. We'll just give that line.
Yeah, I would lean the Packers to win this game and to cover.
Cool. I like to
Actually,
hear that.
I can make that a pick, honestly.
Oh, we're doing picks? Shoot.
Man,
Yeah, I mean, we're picking all the games. Go ahead, Simi.
man, I really like the Bears here. Like, really like
Oh,
the
my-
Bears. This could be a bad thing, but the Packers are actually, both these teams are kind of limping into this matchup. The Bears have lost 2 straight. The Packers have lost 4 straight. And
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Have they won a game without Micah Parsons?
yeah, dude, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what week he went out is the
That's what I
problem.
was
But
trying to look. That's what I was trying to look up.
yeah, this team is limping, this Packers team, and the Bears are at the crib. They're getting a point and a half. And I think all the trending players are playing for the Bears right now, at least on offense. Colston Loveland, crazy finish to the season. Luther Burden should be a factor in this game for sure. The Bears didn't really run the ball that well last week, but should be able to this week with Monangai and Swift. And the only thing that worries me about the Bears is their defense is super sus. But yeah, I mean, all the trending players in this matchup, I think, are playing for the Bears. Caleb Williams with a solid finish to the year. Unfortunately, couldn't get to 4,000 yards. But yeah, Jace, like you said, comparing him in week 1 versus the Vikings to now is just insane growth this year. And that's impressive. But yeah, I'd back the Bears here.
I think it's important to highlight that I think when Alec and I are head to head, I'm undefeated.
Especially when I
No.
back Caleb Williams, yeah.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, man. Cool. Well, I mean, it's nice to have us on different sides for this game. I had a feeling Simi was going to be on the Bears. I know you're a
Like,
big
I
Bears
just
guy.
He's a
I
Ben
haven't
Johnson
seen
guy.
I haven't even seen yet, and Ben Johnson. That's one thing that I missed. I don't mind backing Ben Johnson. He's been to the playoffs a couple times now. He's called good offensive games in playoff games. But Josh Jacobs, I literally can't think of the last time I saw him play a full game of football. Like, hopefully he's healthy because of that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of worried. I haven't seen the Packers at their best form in a couple weeks, and to expect them to just get back up and running, I'm not sure.
No, that's fair. Go with the healthier team, playing at home.
Bears
enough.
defense definitely sus, though. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially seeing, obviously, what the Niners did and then how the next week the Niners had 3 points. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, let's talk
We
about
got
the
your-
game.
We got your dad in the chat, CK.
Shout out to my dad. He said go Steelers.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're gonna get to that game. Don't worry. Don't you worry. But let's talk about the game I'm most jammed up on this week. I've gone back and forth in my head about which side I've liked. We've got the Buffalo Bills going on the road to arguably one of the hottest teams right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm trying to see if, yeah, for the most part, I mean, I'm looking at, it's pretty much every book is different here, just like the last game. I see -1s on the Bills. I see a -1.5. I see a pick 'em. But for the most part, we'll say that the Bills right now are 1.5-point favorites on the road in Jacksonville. I want to, I want to just bet Josh Allen because it's like playoff time. Josh Allen. It doesn't matter that they don't have any notable weapons in terms of receivers to help him out. It doesn't matter that their defense sucks. It doesn't matter that Josh Allen has been injured with his foot injury. But I feel like that's dumb, and I feel like that's what the whole public's going to do, and I feel like that's how I'm going to walk into it. So recently, I've been like, is this actually a spot to take the Jags as a home dog? So if I had to give a lean right now, it's hard to say, but I'd probably just lean Jacksonville plus 1.5. Jace, what do you think?
Dude, I'm in alignment. The Bills have not been great on the road.
Yeah.
And then I know what we're gonna get out of Josh Allen, but he just has not been. He's been good in the playoffs. I'm not gonna put it all on Josh Allen, but his tenure with the Bills has not been successful. And honestly, a year where you have no Lamar, no Mahomes, no Burrow in the playoffs, pulling this draw in Jacksonville week 1 is like the worst, most pressure, worst, like least optimal position I think he could have actually drew. And I feel for the guy. I think he's gonna catch a lot of scrutiny after he goes in and takes the L to Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me Jacksonville minus 1.5.
Plus 1.5, man. You get him as a
Plus
dog.
1.5. Let's go.
He said, say
Even
less.
better. Say less.
Simi, are you aligned or what?
Let me go to the
I think
window.
this is a squad aligned here. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Heavy liking the Jaguars. I keep seeing tweets about how do the Bills never play road games, and we get to watch them play a road game in weekend 1 of the playoffs. So kind of a different scene. I feel like the Bills are usually hosting, and I feel like they've been hosting on all the primetime games. Kind of feels like out of the 17 games, the Bills played 15 at the crib, which is crazy. But yeah, Jace, like you said, a playoffs without Lamar, a playoffs without Burrow and Mahomes. Let's get Allen out of there in the first round.
Let's get him out of there.
That'd be kind of lit.
Can't wait
'Cause
for
I feel
my
like-
dad to start talking about that. Take some.
Hey, I like a play. Jace, it's plus 1.5.
Oh shoot! I keep
Why are
doing
you
that.
making-
He doesn't even care. Just
I need
make
to
up the
pull
line.
Give me the money line, brother.
Jags, just Jags. It doesn't matter the number. All right, fair enough. I like that. I like that. That's I mean, nonetheless, we're definitely not on the public side, so I'll take it. We're aligned. Book us that pick. All right, let's move to the afternoon or the 4:30 p.m. game. So this number has grown. I remember that this opened minus 3.5. Philadelphia at home hosting the 49ers. This number now everywhere is up to Eagles minus 4.5. Which I don't know about you guys. That's a lot of points, but it could be warranted. One thing I will say is, and to keep in mind is, yes, the Eagles offense has its issues, or it's shown issues all throughout the regular season. But what we know about the playoffs is Jalen Hurts, he has no issue using his legs. And he's just a different runner of the football, especially in the playoffs. It seems like in the regular season, he's less likely or more likely to just run out of bounds or not be as aggressive with his legs. But I do think, obviously, that's going to create a lot of opportunities for the Eagles offensively. So I don't think the Eagles struggle at all offensively here. Also, just with, of course, the elephant in the room is the fact that the 49ers have lost just so many key pieces on defense. Feels like they're just running on fumes, and that it finally caught up to them against the Seahawks, even though the Seahawks didn't have like a crazy awesome offensive performance. But with all that being said, I would probably lean Eagles here, believe it or not. But in terms of my personal picks, this is going to be definitely a stay away, just because it is kind of creeping up to that point where plus 4.5 is really tempting on the Niners. Simi, what do you think?
I think this is a fly Eagles fly spot, decked out in that Kelly Green, bro. They're at the crib at the link. Their defense is in a great spot. And yeah, the 49ers I'm not sure their offense is in the best spot of the year. I think Pearsall is probably going to miss this one, made a glass boy. And Kittle, I'm not sure if he played last week,
He
but
did.
okay. Yeah, I would be the Eagles rested their players. Hopefully that can pay off here because they messed with their seating. That was kind of a hot topic last week. But yeah, this should be a decked out in Jace Eagles spot right here.
JC
dude.
spot.
I like them as a money line parlay piece. The Eagles got to find something to couple
Definitely.
that with.
Can we get that with the Rams, or is that's probably way too juice still?
I'm on the Niners, guys. I'm on the Niners here.
Jace, what the heck, man?
I think this is a redemption spot for Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy when they went in there. And Brock Purdy tore his UCL, right? Didn't he have that elbow
Yeah.
injury? I think
Yeah.
that was a year that, the 49ers thought they were going to be going to the Super Bowl. And they have a chance to, I think, really sneak up on the Eagles. And I never like the gimmicky stuff, especially because I kind of fall in the camp. I don't think it was warranted to actually rest their players last week. If I'm the Eagles, I definitely try to get the starters reps, and it actually ended up biting them because Detroit won. So
The concede, yeah.
exactly. When you do finicky stuff like that, I just don't think that's like a recipe for success. More Sirianni head ass stuff. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding with him, and like he has performed in the playoffs. But I think against 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, I actually think this is a 49ers spot for me.
Okay. I mean, I like that. That's kind of a surprise, but I hear you, especially with
better be good after taking time off and immediately picking back up. Week 1.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no-
we'll see. And the other thing is, Simeon, I mean, McCaffrey looks run down, right? I mean,
Dude, yeah, he's
tired.
he's running on fumes right now. That's for sure. They're going to use Brian Robinson quite a bit in this game, probably.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to. They're definitely going to have to. Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch the game. It just feels like no matter what, Philly, even in the regular season, even amidst all their problems, I keep saying it, they're a tough team to beat. I know that doesn't really matter with the spread, but looking back at the money line parlay piece on DraftKings, you can get Rams and Eagles money line parlay minus 147. I mean, I know it's not awful. I mean, it's less than minus 150, so it's definitely worth a thought. I mean, the Rams are a lock. I don't actually see a way the Panthers win, even though I like the Panthers to cover the number.
Famous last words, man.
Hey, man.
Going into wild card weekend.
I'll take it. I'll take that one to the grave. Devontae Adams is back. They'll be good, man. They'll be good. All right. Let's I have a feeling we're gonna all be aligned on this next game, but let's see. We've got Sunday night, what looks like to be the future MVP, Drake May, making his playoff debut, is a home favorite of minus 3.5 against the Chargers, against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. I always joke with Lawrence, my barber, because he's a big Chargers fan. Chargers going to charge it, man. And it's about that time of year. But with that being said, again, I brought it up earlier with quarterbacks making their first start in the playoffs compared to quarterbacks with playoff experience. I'm going to want to lean towards the experience here. And I'll just be honest, I actually really love the fact that you can get Chargers plus 3.5. I think that's a no-brainer bet, but it seems a little too easy. So, Jason, am I missing something?
I'm taking Chargers plus 3.5 all day.
Semi?
This one's tough.
Dude, Drake May has one win against a team over 500.
This one's tough.
They're untested, man. Give me the Chargers plus 3.5 all day.
Chargers limping into this one after 2 tough matchups versus the Texans and the Broncos. But I like these exciting white QB matchups. This one is May and Herbo, and then 2 more exciting whites and Josh Allen and Trev Lawrence. That's pretty lit. This is a tough one. Nothing really jumped off the page for this game to bet. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think I would be on the favorite in this one, but probably a stay off for me.
CK, who did you say you like?
I like the Chargers for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean the area of concern with the Chargers is obviously just their offensive line,
Yeah.
destroyed. Just yeah, I mean, but I mean, I'll bet on them. I don't think. I mean, New England is overall a solid team, but I don't think that their pass rush is like the scariest in my opinion. Um, I just think yeah, 3.5. You just kind of it's just something you have to take. I'm just trying to think of an angle to take the Patriots here. I mean, I could get it at 2.5, but not at 3.5, man. So, you were gonna say something, Jace?
No, I was just gonna say Patriots back in the playoffs, hosting a home playoff game for the first time in a while.
Yeah, but it's like
for the NFL.
literally every pick I'm gonna see. Like, I mean, I'm looking on the Action Network site right now. Every guy, Chargers money line, Chargers plus 3.5, under, Chargers plus 3.5, Chargers plus 3.5. I mean, I literally everything.
Yeah, this
just
is
all
definitely-
straight alignment.
Yeah,
Which
This
is
definitely a Charger spot.
Yeah, so that's pretty concerning. But at least for right now, I will say it looks like 63% of the bets and most of the money is actually on the Patriots. That'll probably I mean, I don't know if it'll change. We'll see. Maybe I think the public is actually bought in on the Patriots kind of.
Do you have a squad ride?
We do have another squad ride.
Let's go.
Hey, that's 2. Let's see if we can get this last one. All right, let's shift to Monday night, the game that actually matters because it's going to contain, I believe, one of our Super Bowl champions, hopefully. The Pittsburgh Steelers back at home. They're hosting the Texans. I am kind of beating myself up about this one, guys. I really am because I haven't made any bets yet, but the 3.5 was just hitting me in the face, and it's gone. It's just gone. Yeah, so it's Texans -3 everywhere. Total alignment. Simon said on the podcast again. I don't know how credible this is, but he said one of his sharp groups, really respected group, went all in on the Steelers plus 3.5, and every book moved after that. So it seems like there is some really sharp money coming on the Steelers, which I get. I am kind of bummed I missed. I'm just hoping somehow another 3.5 pops. If it does, I'll be all over the Steelers. This is the definition of a rah-rah Mike Tomlin spot.
Here we go.
Here we go. Again, if this was in Houston, I probably wouldn't even take the Steelers plus 5.5. But in this spot, with this path forward, no Mahomes, no Burrow, probably no Allen either. And we'll talk a little bit about the Steelers' path. But like these are, the Steelers struggle against elite quarterbacks.
Yeah, let's keep it one game at a time, brother.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to take the Steelers here. I mean, it just only makes sense.
Talking about their path to the Super Bowl here.
Yeah, getting DK Metcalf back is going to be huge. We know that. Rodgers is locked in. I just feel like the vibes are there right now in Pittsburgh after like such a big win. I know a lot of times like teams are asleep, but it's like the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. And then the other thing, and the most convincing stat I will say, and actually shout out to my dad, he just said it. Mike Tomlin, I believe in his career is like 23-1 on Monday night. And the Steelers are like, I don't know, but they're covering even at like an 80% clip against the spread. But there's just something about Mike Tomlin, and it doesn't even matter home or on the road. I think he's actually might be undefeated at home on Monday nights. But there's just something about Mike Tomlin, Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh. It's just like, this is just one. If it doesn't hit, you can't regret it. Like you just have to take it. Simi, did I talk you into it, man?
Honestly, yeah. I've talked myself into the Steelers, and then
go.
That definitely helped. Yeah. The Texans, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of reasons I would back the Texans, and CJ Stroud is definitely not the reason. Their running back, Woody Marks, it's not Nico, not that scary. Their defense is really good, but that's nothing that the Steelers couldn't deal with. I expect this to be super low scoring though. Total's probably egregiously low. Let's check that.
The total right now is 39.5.
Okay, that's a little higher than I would even think. But yeah, I mean, I would be on Steelers or nothing here. Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we
Jace, we have
go.
another squad ride, man.
Dude, yeah, actually, I think I really like the under here. And then I also do like the Steelers to cover. I don't like them to win. I'm a little scared, like your dad highlighted. The defense of Houston's legit. I do think Pittsburgh is also going to give CJ Stroud a lot of problems, but I am a little worried for Aaron Rodgers' safety in this game. The physical defense of Houston, and when he's pressured, I mean, he doesn't have the athletic ability he used to have, scrambling out of the pocket, extending plays. If Pittsburgh isn't able to, win the line of scrimmage, I do see this just being low scoring and come down to a field goal in the end. Kind of like the past couple games actually have for the Steelers. I mean, it's going to be similar to like the Browns matchup I see. I think that's actually pretty good equator on how this game is going to go. With Houston obviously having a little bit better play at quarterback, but their offense has struggled throughout the year. But I think this is going to be a really close game. I like the Steelers to cover. I don't think I like them to win. And
Houston,
let's say this too, like this isn't CJ Stroud. It's not his first time in the playoffs, right? This is third straight year in the playoffs. He's been here before. I don't think he's lost a wild card game. He's won. Hasn't he won every year he's been in the playoffs?
Yeah, but he's been at home. He's been at home always, and he's never
True.
won on the road on the
True.
playoffs.
Fair point. But he does. He's been in the moment before. Has it always been at home? Yes, but so something a little bit new. But playoffs are not new to him. This is going to be a close game.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, Houston has quietly won 9 games in a row. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Nobody seems to be talking about that, but that is pretty impressive. The opposite of limping into this playoff matchup.
That is true. They have been hot.
Really relying on their defense.
Yeah. The other thing is, and Jace kind of hinted at it, but obviously, really what we're betting on is the Steelers' defense, and the Steelers' defense is actually somehow. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. They have gotten better. So I think even though
Jalen Ramsey to safety, they've been a lot better.
Yeah, I was gonna say even though he had a rough game and we were cutting guys loose, like there were some one-off plays where like it was like what the heck. The defense is definitely better, and I mean, we're healthy too. That's the other thing. I mean, Derek Harmon, our first-round pick, is healthy. Keanu Benson. I mean, everyone's pretty much healthy.
TJ Watt's a little beat up, but that's every
year. Yeah, he's a little beat up, but he's playing. So I mean, look, highest paid defense in the league. It's like, yeah, this is where you got to lean on them. But again, it's just like it's just the stars have aligned, guys. It's Monday Night Football. You're getting Tomlin +3, rah Mike Tomlin spot. I think it's a no-brainer.
I love these Steelers backs, bro. I love Gainwell and
oh yeah, it's lit.
Little homie Warren. What they've been doing the last few weeks is pretty impressive.
Yeah, dude, Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, bro, he came out of nowhere. He was like the third string running back on the Eagles. Won a Super Bowl, I think, with the Eagles last year.
Second string. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there was like him and Boston Scott for a while, but come on, man. I mean, but anyways, he's like, but he won team MVP. So like every year the Steelers vote on MVP, it's usually like, TJ Watt or like, AB or Le'Veon Bell in their days. But like Kenneth Gainwell, like our second string running back, won MVP. And that just says a lot, I think, to like his impact. And he's not playing most of the snaps, but I do agree, Simi, that 1-2 punch is in full stride. And that's really what's been carrying their offense. I just hope, I mean, I know like even just having DK out there, hopefully, I mean, we need it to just open some things up.
Derek Stingley. Come on.
Come on, man.
It's not that important.
Hey, man.
Whoever wins the turnover battle in this game, basically whatever quarterback plays better is going to be the outcome of this game.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Wait, let's recap real quick. So I know we talked about all the games, we gave our sides. So we have, and let's talk, I guess, about the 3 squad rides we have. So we're aligned on the Steelers +3, obviously, the Chargers +3.5, And then what was the last one?
Jaguars,
Oh, the Jags. That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll make those. Those are our 3 official plays. And
Wait, say those 3 again.
so we're on the Jags plus 1.5. Home dogs. We're on the Chargers plus 3.5 on the road in New England. And then the Steelers plus 3. We all were on the Chargers, right? Yeah.
I'm let it be known that I did not back the Chargers really, but I also wouldn't back the Patriots. So I mean, I can't say I'm against it, but I wouldn't call it a full squad ride like the other 2.
Yeah, because Jason and I really like the I mean, the other one we could do is the Panthers plus 10.5, but I don't know if you
Who do you like more, the Chargers or the Panthers, Semi?
Yeah, that's really the question.
You're gonna trust Bryce Young versus Matthew Stafford or Justin Herbert against Drake May, who's beaten one team over 500?
Yeah, I don't know. CK, what were you saying? All the action guys were on like
Chargers.
you said it was Chargers, right?
Yeah, just like straight aligned.
Yeah, it seems like a
I haven't heard anybody that's back in the Patriots, and the number hasn't moved.
yeah, that was pretty sus.
All right.
I'm not sure about that one at all. Dude,
All
I
right,
do
it's
love.
fine. Let's not force it.
I love the 2 that were aligned on there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I want our squad rides. They got to be a big deal. They shouldn't be like a regular occurring thing. So we don't need to have 3. But yeah, let's just make it the 2. Jags plus 1.5, Steelers plus 3, 2 home dogs. I feel good about it. I know Simi and I also like the Eagles. Like if Jace liked that, we'd be aligned on that. Jason and I like the Packers. But yeah, I'm good with those 2. Cool. But yeah, I wanted to transition real quick just to talking about path real quick. So right now, I wonder if I can actually, I'll just kind of read it out, but let's just talk Super Bowl futures and we'll kind of talk about the path for some of these teams. Obviously one that stands out. So the highest odds right now for a team to win the Super Bowl, I'm sure you guys can guess, is the Panthers. They are basically 200 to 1. So a $10 bet would return $2,000.
Hey, anytime someone gives you those odds, you take it.
Exactly. But I just, again, I'm actually not giving the Panthers a chance at all to win this game. I'm just gonna say it. And if I'm wrong, clown me next show. But there's no way. Like I'm not gonna overthink it.
Dang,
so don't waste your money. Don't donate. But I will say the most realistic one happens to be the next to longest odds, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right now on DraftKings, they are 50 to 1. So, if you want to throw $100 on that, you could win $5,000 for the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. And the reason I wanted to bring that up is let's talk about their path. I mean, again, their kryptonite is going to be against Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. I don't think Tomlin's ever beat those guys, like these elite quarterbacks that we would consider top 5 outside of Lamar Jackson. We don't have an issue with him.
Who did y'all lose to round 1 last year?
We lost to the Ravens. And the year before that, we lost to the Bills. And the year before that, we lost to the Chiefs.
Okay. What about before that?
I don't know. Why?
I'm just wondering.
Before that. But yeah, so Jace, just hear me out, man. At 50 to 1. At 50 to 1, man. The path is there. So what I imagine happening, let's say the Steelers win. Let's just give it to them.
Dude, we're the 4 lost to the Browns last week. Bro. Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
Come on, we know that was fixed. We know that was fixed because the NFL wanted to get that Sunday night football game, all the marbles. But anyways, long story short, I just think the path is there. What do we keep talking about? It's experience in the playoffs. And right now, the top 2 seeds have 2 quarterbacks. I mean, I know Bo Nix started in a playoff game last year that he just might as well have not even woken up that day because they were irrelevant in Buffalo. But again, Bo Nix and Drake May, I mean, this is a dream come true. You would have thought going to the year, the top 3 seeds, in the AFC, you got Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. It's all just loaded. Joe Burrow even in there. I mean, Jason, I know you have the Bengals as your 1 seed. Like, what are you doing? But but nonetheless, Steelers plus 5,000, guys. Please just take it. Simi, what do you think?
And you said don't donate your money.
You think it's a donation?
And then you gave that out. Yeah, bro. I don't like that. I think Bo Nix would shred them if
Yes.
CJ Stroud doesn't shred them. Is that their next matchup? Will they get? I guess it
Broncos,
reseeds, right?
Yeah, it would reseed. So if let's say the Jags win, so the Jags would go and play New England. Let's say New England wins. Jags would play New England, and then the Steelers would actually go to Denver in that case. Unless, let's say, the Bills win, then the Bills are going to Denver, and then the Steelers get the Jags. Or sorry, not the Jags.
Patriots.
Who would it be? Yeah, the Patriots.
Patriots or Chargers.
Which again, we've already beat the Patriots this year. We beat the Patriots in New England. I know earlier
so if
in
the
the year.
Chargers win, they'll go see the Broncos.
Yes, correct. Because the Chargers are the 7 seed.
Steelers would see the winner of the Bills or the Jags. Okay, good night. Yeah, I don't like this.
Dude, they're toast. Yeah.
Nah, man. Come on, man. All right. Anyways, all right.
I just don't see Aaron Rodgers putting up back-to-back competent games that could win. I just don't see it. He looked competent against that Ravens defense. That stop and go route on, I think that was a Wouzier where he slipped. He was 10 yards off the receiver and then bit on the double move to get that Calvin Austin touchdown. I mean, that game was just so fluky. So you could argue that the Steelers shouldn't even be here, but that's beside the point. Boswell missed the extra point, which is once in a million. But yeah, I mean, I'm not backing the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. I don't think. I actually kind of like. What are the Eagles' odds? CK can't be that great.
Don't do that to me again.
So I think the Eagles are actually the second to lowest. The Eagles are actually no, they're not. They're plus 950. The path is there.
I kind of like the Eagles to sneaky make a run here. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's stick to the AFC real quick. So wait, Simi, is there anyone in the AFC that you would like? The Chargers are plus 3,000. That's the next highest. And then after that, you've got the Jags plus 1,300, the Texans plus 1,200, the Bills plus 1,000, Patriots plus 900, Broncos plus 650.
Kind of like the Jags, bro. Or the Patriots. I feel like you don't have a pulse on the Patriots, I don't think. Just like Simon and Chad didn't have one all year. Just completely missing when the Patriots are going to perform and how they're going to perform.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty bullish on the Patriots, so I would go Patriots or Jags.
I will say I like the Patriots. If it does somehow come down to Bo Nix versus Drake May, even if the game's in Denver, I would definitely be behind the Patriots there.
You hate Bo Nix.
I know Jace loves the Broncos, but I mean, come on, man.
I don't love them, but they win, and
I like
Sean
the Broncos
Payton is a
too.
good coach. I don't think there's reasonable hate towards the Broncos, but
yeah, Jace, you have anything for the AFC like?
Yeah, I like the Broncos
at plus 650.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take the team that has a bye with a coach that has won a Super Bowl and a team that's just been won close games all year, have a good defense, have a great defensive line, and a quarterback that is beyond competent and weapons at wide receiver, a weapon at running back. I mean, I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I like the Broncos to win the AFC.
Okay. Hey, man, I respect the chalk there. Let's talk about the NFC real quick. We kind of already touched on it.
Dude,
Simi said he likes...
None of us said the Bills.
I'm out on Joshy, man.
Yeah, not this.
The thing is, I do think the Bills. I think it's either going to be the Broncos or the Bills. Mark me down. Like if the Bills sneak out of round one, out of wild card weekend, and they get to go play the Broncos, I kind of like the Bills here to come out of the AFC. I could see it.
I would agree. Obviously, if they win this weekend, but it's like
this weekend's going to be their hardest matchup in my opinion.
Yeah, because the Jags are good, man. Right now.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. NFC, Simi said he likes the Eagles plus 950 right now. I mean, obviously, I agree with that too. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone longer. So the Packers and the Bears are both plus 2,500. The Niners are plus 3,000. And then, I mean, the Panthers are plus 20,000. And then at the top, the Seahawks, who are the 1 seed, are plus 330. They have actually the best or the shortest odds out of anyone
to win Super Bowl.
Yeah, plus 330. There's no way I would ever take that. I'm just being honest. Like,
Seems like a crazy number.
yeah, Darnold. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Yeah, NFC. I'm on the Rams, boys. I was on them at the start of the season. I'm sticking with that. Not gonna sway here over a few bad games with Devontae Adams out. Give me the Rams to go to the Super Bowl out of the NFC.
Jay, do you even know the number?
If it's
No, I don't, but doesn't matter.
Minus 120
to go to the Super Bowl.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
plus 425 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Okay, fair enough. Simi, anything else stick out? I'm kind of jammed on the NFC. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I would go Eagles too. I just think again the path is there. They're really, regardless of how ugly they win, they're such a hard team to beat, man. Like, dude, let's just be honest.
Yeah, that defense is gonna start turning up, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to beat this team, man.
We'll see.
I feel like Saquon saved a bunch of juice for this too. Yeah. He's like the opposite of CMC. CMC worn down regular season MVP. I feel like Saquon has been chilling.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt. And I mean, same thing with Jalen Hurts, low key. At least you hope if you're an Eagles fan. All right. We don't have to we don't have to go too much longer on that. I was trying to see if there were any like conference futures, but I'm not really seeing where that is right now. So
all right, everyone give out their Super Bowl pick right now.
Is that what we just did?
You didn't give it out. We named odds and
let's give matchup. Maybe and winner.
Yeah.
Just all right. I'm gonna go. So NFC. I mean, Simi already kind of claimed the Eagles, so let me get a little variant on.
Pick who you think is gonna be in there. Come on, say it with your chest.
All right, I'm gonna surprise a lot of people, but I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers. Again, this is a path thing. I do think the Packers obviously beat the Bears, and I do think that they can go to Seattle and compete with them, and find a way to win that game. So I'll go with the Packers versus AFC. Right now, I'm mostly leaning to the Jags, so I'll go Packers versus Jags. I'll go with the Packers. 30-17.
2026.
Is that clown? Simi's geeking, bro. What the heck?
Mine's clown too. This is like fantasy land. Shoot. Patriots Eagles.
Winner.
Patriots win. Drake May.
Wow. Okay. I got Rams versus Broncos. Matthew Stafford, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Oh, did Cooper Kupp win it? Or did they give it to Stafford?
Kupp won it.
First time Super Bowl MVP, Matthew Stafford. And should be league MVP.
All right. Well, I mean, guys, I didn't know we were going that serious. I got the freaking Packers versus Jags. I didn't know we were doing that chalk. I mean, I could give a serious one. I'm trying to have some fun with it. You guys are like all serious.
Give your pick.
All right. Give me the Steelers over the Panthers. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm playing. All right. Actually, though, like if I had to actually make a pick, I'll go with the Patriots over the Rams. That's it. I'll just say it. There we go. Patriots over the Rams. That's my actual one. So I think one of us will be right. We kind of covered a lot there. So
yeah, we covered. You were like Brandon Anderson over here. You literally played every side.
Covered the whole slate. Good luck to all.
Trying to get homie to make a pick, and he's over here spouting out the Green Bay Packers as his 2026 Super Bowl champ.
Crazy. All right. Well, I think that's enough with some of the betting lines. We had a couple other things, right, Simi? Talk about real quick.
Yeah, you guys want to rank the quarterbacks going into the playoffs?
Oh, that's right. Quarterbacks.
Let's do it. That's a good one.
Yeah. So who do we think? I guess we'll do it. There's 14 teams. We could obviously do overall. I guess who's bottom? Maybe it's like who's the worst quarterback in the playoffs right now?
Bryce Young.
Jordan Love.
Oh, Jordan Love. Nah, I'm gonna say Bryce Young,
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anyone below that.
CJ
You
Stroud.
could put Darnold up there too. I'm sure CK would.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be up there. But I would agree with Bryce Young. I mean, we're going to try to work together on this hopefully.
Yeah,
All right, so Bryce Young and then who? Darnold or Love next?
CJ for me. He's been bad, bro. Or I would
Okay.
go, or I'd go Aaron Rodgers right now.
Rogers, yeah.
Rodgers.
Damn. Really?
Roger. Yeah, I'd probably go Rodgers. Actually, I'll give
Let's go.
Rodgers. I'll go Darnold, Stroud, Rodgers.
Darnold, Stroud, Rogers.
Yeah. Only because I will give Aaron Rodgers the benefit of the doubt. He's done it. He has a Super Bowl. This is basically off what he's done throughout his career, not where he's currently playing. But for one game, I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Sam Darnold and CJ Stroud.
That's fair. Okay, so number 14, Bryce Young. 13, we're going Stroud or Love or who is
I
the
would go
question?
Stroud. Dude, Stroud's bad this year, man.
You have Love over Darnold?
No. I would
Okay.
go. Here's where I would go. I would go Bryce Young 14, Stroud 13, Sam Darnold 12, Aaron Rodgers 11, Love 10
Purdy,
at 9.
Darnold. Wait, you already said Darnold, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Purdy's above Darnold.
for sure.
Caleb,
I would have Caleb below Brock. I would have Brock being better than Caleb.
so would I. Yeah.
What about Herbert?
I would have Herbert being better than Brock.
So that makes Caleb next.
Yeah, Caleb next at 9, right? 8, we got
Purdy.
Caleb.
Wait, we got to.
7.
What about T Law? T Law.
Dude,
Oh,
T-Law's
T-Law's
been balling, bro.
He's trending right now. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
trendy.
he's over Herbert for me. All right, I'll run it back.
Ah.
Bryce Young.
Wait,
Stroud.
wait. I need to write this down. For some reason, my notes pad isn't loading, but
I can keep it in my head, brother. I'll put him.
I got to see it, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, we can put it in the chat here.
Yeah. We got Young. Let's see when I type Stroud. Darnold. Rodgers. And then did we go Caleb? Dude,
Wait,
what do we think
I
about
feel
Herbert?
like
Or we went
wait,
Love.
I feel like
We went
Caleb's
Love
too
after
low.
Rodgers.
Yeah, put Love. We agree. We'll agree on that.
Oh yeah, that was Love. Yeah, that was Love's spot.
All right. Yeah. Now let's wait. Now we got to talk about this because I didn't really agree with what we were talking about.
Then this was Caleb, then Brock Purdy.
Do we agree with that though? Because
Dude.
I mean, we got to throw out. I mean, bro, what are we
about
grading? Yeah, we do need to talk about Hurts and we do need to talk about Herbert. I mean, what are we grading Herbert as here? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
I guess.
Sure,
I may
I'll
have-
agree. I'll agree. T-Law's over Herbert. That's fine, but let's not get crazy with this.
What about Caleb over Herbert? Should Herbert be right here?
Dog, Herbert's solid, man.
I would take Purdy over Herbert right now, honestly.
Okay, Herbert it is going right here.
Wait. What
All right.
about wait.
Wait.
Yeah, Caleb is better than Hurts right now.
Dude.
Put Hurts.
Oh shoot.
What are we doing?
No,
That's what
you're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're
I
right.
would put
You're right.
Hurts. I would
Herbert,
put
Herbert and
maybe here.
Hurts. Herbert and Hurts should have these two spots.
Hurts. All right. Then
Wait, we're
Caleb,
putting Hurts
then-
over Herbert?
No, read it the other way.
Bro.
Hurts is under Herbert. So we'll
Okay.
read it opposite once. So 14 Young, 13 Stroud, 12 Darnold,
Uh-huh.
11 Rodgers, 10 Love, 9 Herbert, 8 Hurts. And then are we going Brock or Caleb here?
No, 9 Hurts, 8 Herbert.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys think Hurts is better than Herbert? Or Herbert's better than Hurts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Do you
CK
not
was
think
saying.
that?
No, I do, but I thought you
Okay.
guys would be like Super Bowl MVP.
No, dude.
All right, we'll switch that.
We're talking about current form.
Okay. Then we got. I mean, Brock's been balling too. Current form.
And then we got Brock and Caleb in this tier, in my opinion.
So we got Caleb here.
This one's pretty even.
Actually,
Brock-
Bo Nix is in this tier too.
Oh, whoa, yeah, whoa. Yeah, we might have to circle back on that.
I like Nix over Hurts, and I like Nix over Herbert too.
Bro, I don't. I have Knicks like, bro. The highest I could go is like over Love.
All right, we'll put Nix here then.
Wait,
As
you
a
guys
group-
disagree? Do you actually think Bo Nix is better than Justin Herbert?
Current form.
Really? Current form? No.
That's a good question.
There's no way, man.
Yeah, they're winning. If you want to use your winning metric here,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it, but okay,
I
that's
think-
and
fine.
he's not,
yeah.
and he hasn't played bad. Like
But yeah, I mean, Herbert did beat Hurts. I mean, Herbert beat Knicks this year when they played, but it's fine.
they played twice. They beat him one time.
Yeah, but Herbert they
Most
played.
recent.
Yeah, but he didn't play. They rested starters, but it's fine.
Oh, what? And you're saying that's when they beat him?
No. They beat them in week 3. It was the Chargers versus Broncos, and the Chargers won.
Chargers were good early though. Right now,
Yeah. All right, that's fine. We can put Knicks over Herbert. It's fine.
Nix over Herbert.
Okay.
Then what we got? Then we have to go.
Purdy. Who else is in
Caleb-
contention?
Caleb.
All right, so it's going to be T-Law, Purdy, or
I'm going Caleb here. It has to be.
wait. T-Law, Purdy, or Caleb?
Caleb. T-Law's balling, bro. And
I would put, Purdy or Caleb here.
I'm going Caleb.
All right, we can put Caleb.
Then Purdy. Right?
And what does that leave us with?
Purdy,
Drake?
Then T-Law.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. All right, and
we
then
got Josh Allen and
Stafford and Drake.
Stafford and Drake.
It's a fair top 3.
I'm going Stafford 1. He's won a Super Bowl and he had a great year. Over 40 TDs. I think under 12 interceptions.
Yeah, and I would actually probably. I mean, this is the thing. Is it's like, dude, Drake May versus Josh Allen right now is close.
I'd put Drake May better than I put Joshy at the worst of the 3 here.
Yeah, I could see arguments for both.
All right, Allen, Drake, Stafford.
Maddie.
There we
Lead 'em
go.
Back. All right, Black and White takes top quarterbacks going into the 2026 NFL playoffs. We got Stafford at 1, Drake May at 2, Josh Allen at 3, T-Law at 4, Purdy at 5, Caleb Williams at 6, Bo Nix at 7, Justin Herbert at 8, Jalen Hurts at 9, Jordan Love at 10, Rodgers at 11, Sam Darnold at 12, Stroud at 13, and Bryce Young at the last spot, Mr. Anchorman 14.
Hey,
Some shit
instant.
stuff.
Yeah, instant reaction is Darnold might be a little low, but that's. I'm just trying to think of things that stick out. Darnold sticks out, and also
I think we have Purdy. I think we have Purdy too high, but
I actually probably would. I mean, how is Darnold actually not over Rodgers after winning the 1 seed and how he's been this year?
Who?
Darnold should be over Rodgers, right?
I agree, but yeah. But
I mean, come on, man.
we made a fair argument for that, right? Like we said, for one game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
For one game, I do think the experience and body of work of Aaron Rodgers. Dude, you're not gonna get from Aaron Rodgers is a 4-pick game, a pick 6, and just seeing ghosts. You might get that for one game if they were going in and playing both.
But it is
both playing the Rams, right?
No, I gotcha.
Or Broncos. Who you trust more in that one game to just not completely close?
No, that's fair, but it's like, bro, you win the NFC, and you get QB 12. Like, it's like, what else could you do?
You get clowned. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like unnecessary clowning. But hey, no, this is a really solid list. For the most part, it's pretty sharp. But it's like we have Brock Purdy at 5 and Sam Darnold at 12. Like that's wild. That's out of pocket. But no, this is a solid list. I like this. I endorse it. I sign my name next to it. All right. We've been going now for over an hour. Do we have anything else before we get up out of here? Simi, I don't know if you want
to. Should we talk fantasy? Yeah, let's talk a way too early 2026 fantasy
For
top
those in dynasty
3.
leagues, yeah, let's do it.
Top 3 in a PPR league. I think we could keep it at 3.
Yeah.
1, I think consensus should be Bijan now.
I disagree.
Who would your 1 be?
Jamar.
Interesting. I don't hate that either.
Jamar at my 1 for PPR, full PPR league, healthy Burrow back. I mean, dude, look at his numbers since Burrow's been back. I mean, I know he is splitting with T. Higgins and Chase Brown in there, but Jamar is.
Yeah. Well, let's think. Are those the top 2 though? I'm trying to think if there's anyone.
I've seen Gibby in a lot of way too early.
CK's out on Gibby.
Well, no, I think he could be top 3. Go ahead, Alec.
Gibby's kind of taken a back seat for me. I'm trying not to have recency bias in any of this, but in terms of consistency, I would have Gibby probably outside of my top 3 personally.
Going into next year for full PPR, top 3 picks, here are my 3. I got Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, and Bijan Robinson.
In no order or in an order?
Probably I would no order. Jamar clear number 1 in my opinion, and then Puka or Bijan, depending on if the Rams win the Super Bowl and you got Stafford retiring or something funky, then obviously I think that has something to do with Puka. But right now, you could switch Bijan depending on what you needed, right? Like for our league, because we're a dynasty league.
Yeah, so. I think as long as Puka is with McVay, I don't think it matters too much. I mean, obviously Stafford elevates Puka, but I think there's another quarterback that could step in and Puka would still thrive. But I think my 1 for sure. is definitely Bijan. His receiving work took a huge step up this year, and he's obviously got that home run hitter capability. But I think he'd be my only running back in the top 3, and my next 2 would be Puka and Jamar.
True. We're in alignment. Dude, Falcons are going to be interesting, though. Fire their head coach, new staff going to be coming in there. I mean, quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you're betting on, though.
True. Fair.
With taking Bijan, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would be in alignment that Bijan would be my 1 for sure.
I definitely lean just wide receivers.
I still love Jamar, though. I don't think he's taken any knocks at all this year.
Nah. So elite, so consistent too.
But yeah, I think Gibby's the one that's taken the biggest knock, in my opinion, in the top 4 or 5 conversation for next year. But still, obviously has home run capability. But we just saw the down weeks for Gibby so often. I'm not sure if that's on the OC, if that's on Dan Campbell or competition in the offense. But the 5-point weeks, just you can't stomach that for a consensus top 3 pick.
Facts. All right, CK, give your top 3, and then let's do our top 3 people we, I guess, think could regress going into next year.
Yeah, I would go Bijan, Chase, and then Puka.
Oh, we're on alignment.
Aligned.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Simi, give 3 guys you think you're gonna who you think are gonna regress going into next year.
Regression guys, I think I read a couple articles, so this is not stuff that no one said, but I'd say George Pickens. I think he overproduced a bit. CD should have more of a consistent impact next year. I think Pickens definitely overproduced and was a little bit touchdown dependent to start the year, or maybe just scored more touchdowns than over expectations. And then another one, Trey McBride. I just don't see a way up. I don't see him continuing to ascend.
Is it going to be that big though?
I don't think it's going to be a huge regression, but I just don't see a continued path of ascension for Trey McBride. And then let's see. I know I shouted out Marvin Harrison being a bust to start this year, and that one kind of came to fruition. I drafted him in one redraft league, but he spent most of his time on the bench. And let's see. I'm gonna go with a running back. I need an older running back. I think Josh Jacobs, I also mentioned at the beginning of the year, he had a really good year this year, but I think some of those hits are starting to wear on him. I wouldn't expect great production out of maybe 28-year-old Josh Jacobs into next year.
Feel that.
You got anyone, Jace?
Yeah, the one that comes to mind, I think James Cook, for sure, is gonna have a fall off going into next year. I hate to say it because I have stock in this guy, but I would be surprised if JSN is a top 5 receiver next year.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
That's a shout right there.
yeah, and I own him in a dynasty league, guys, in fantasy, but I think this year the stars aligned, and then the last guy, I think Derrick Henry is actually gonna regress going into next year. I mean, that's not too out of the take. He's gonna be 33 years old, and uncertainty with the Ravens. So those are my 3.
I thought this year was Derrick Henry's regression year, which some weeks it was, but he's still kind of shredded where he needed to.
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
CK, you got any guys for us?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is tough. I kind of agree with you on the JSN front. I'm gonna take a hot take and say ARSB actually. Yeah, I think it's kind of. I mean, he finished wide receiver 4, right? I think is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, 3
so
or 4.
It's kind of like I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he's going to take a big fall off, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's outside of the top 5 for sure. I think Jameson Williams continues to make improvements, and I just think overall there's going to be a lot of changes to like this offense with the whole Campbell fiasco. They're going to bring someone else in. I think that offense could look kind of different. So I think he's due for regression. Shoot, who else? Let's see. So on the running back side, I actually really do agree with the James Cook. I was thinking about A-Chain, but I don't know. He is really valuable, obviously, for PPR, but I just think there's obviously the possibility for bust there. And then my last one, let's go with who else just overachieved this year?
I mean, CMC's
like,
getting older.
Nah.
You could say CMC.
Yeah, CMC's an obvious one.
Yeah.
But I want to go. Actually, maybe there wasn't. Yeah, maybe I'll just go CMC because I don't know about these other guys.
I think Rashee Rice could see regression too.
Yeah, I think he could. From
a point per game, from a point per game perspective, I could see regression in Rashee Rice too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Okay.
I think lastly, I want to shout a couple busts from this year. These are 2 guys that I was high on. I don't know if y'all have anyone to shout here, but 2 quarterbacks, athletic quarterbacks that I was high on. We got Jaden Daniels, who I was refusing to believe the sophomore slump was incoming, and it definitely occurred for Jaden Daniels. He played 7 games. Stars aligned sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels. And then Lamar Jackson is the other one that I would shout. He had career lows in carries, yards, and touchdowns. And yeah, kind of a disaster year for Lamar as well. And then that article that came out about him falling asleep in meetings, missing meetings, just not a serious guy. I'm not sure how true all that was, but he definitely had career low season this year. So 2 quarterback shouts.
No, I agree. I do think, and I'm actually looking at some of the quarterback dynasty rankings. at least on Fantasy Pros, it looks like Jaden Daniels actually jumps Lamar Jackson, which, I mean, that's probably just obviously looking at like the optimistic future, assuming Daniels can be healthy. But they also Drake May at 2, Josh Allen at 1, which is kind of surprising how high Drake May is. But I mean, yeah, I mean, he's been lights out, so I guess it makes sense. So cool. I think that's all I got, boys. You guys got anything else?
No, man.
Bro, I was a couple of random thoughts. Malik Willis is a boss of a backup quarterback, bro. I think he should be.
Yeah.
Wait, is Steve in the comments, bro?
Yeah, Steven's.
Okay, that's where you're getting at. I couldn't even see what he was saying. Bro, Malik Willis could get a big contract. I don't know what his contract situation looks like right now, but he's really a boss. And then other random thought is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Rest in peace to those boys. A terrible last couple weeks. Terrible last couple weeks.
I told you.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought way higher of them 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, dude, winning over the long term in the NBA, night in and night out, is so difficult. Like, we'll never see that.
Dude,
I'll be surprised if we see that Warriors record touched in our lifetime. Hot take.
Honestly, Sam, I was way too bullish on.
Especially with like the generation of. I mean, we're still in that generation. Obviously, we're not much older than the guys playing in the NBA. I mean, we're younger than some, but like the generation of just like, dude, the ability to compete in on a night out and like night in and night out basis is just something that isn't picked up with like the constant amount of AAU games played, constant amount of like high school games played, and then the NIL transfer stuff you're gonna see in college with that. I mean, it's just no one's gonna touch that record. No way in our lifetime. I don't.
Yeah.
Steve said I'll beat it. Yo, shout out Steve and Mr. Knight in the chat. Real ones.
Real ones.
interacting with content. All right, boys. Well, W episode.